Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies and show you how they were made. I'm James A. Janice.
I'm Chelsea Rebecca.
And I'm Saurin, due back by noon on the third day of voyage.
And today, all three of us will be looking at the VHS franchise, starting with the original VHS, released in 2012. VHS is a movie in the loosest sense of the word. No, this isn't gonna work all at once. So, how about I kick things off myself, and then I'll bring you guys back for the various segments?
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, I've got a Saw marathon to start, so.
Oh, sounds fun. I'm gonna go see my kid.
I want to watch Saw.
Watch my kid.
VHS is an anthology horror film, meaning it's comprised of various standalone segments. We've kill counted the format before with the Tales from the Hood trilogy. Here, the segments are connected through their found footage style, with each story represented by a videotape and shot with different kinds of cameras. Different filmmakers made each segment, and it's honestly a who's who of modern horror. It is impressive how many of these people went on to helm major franchises and make modern classics. VHS was developed by Brad Miska, founder of the horror website Bloody Disgusting. He approached the project as a trust fall exercise, allowing the filmmakers almost complete creative control over their segments. They were each given the same budget and the same set of rules. They had to justify why the characters were filming themselves, and they had to keep the effects as practical as possible. It was a successful formula, and it was quickly followed by VHS 2 and VHS Viral.
This is too realistic for me.
Like all anthology films, each VHS movie is a mixed bag, but almost all of them have good to great segments.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Trilogy: VHS 94, VHS 99, and VHS 85, each tied together by the year in which the segments take place. The series continues this year with another new direction, since VHS Beyond comes out this fall. While I enjoy the franchise, especially that recent trilogy, this first one is definitely not for everyone. The filmmaking talent is unimpeachable, but it's just overwhelmingly rapey, to be honest. To be clear, I'm not accusing any of these filmmakers of condoning that behavior. These are clearly characters who are meant to be despised.
It's definitely a movie from, it's kind of about the male gaze.
But the repeated sexual assaults and harassment feels extra gross and hard to watch because of the found footage aspect. It makes the segments feel like videos uploaded to the nastier parts of the internet. And yeah, the bad guys eventually get their comeuppance, but that doesn't make it easier to watch as they victimize young women. Aside from those elements, which again are relentless, VHS is a great exercise in low-budget filmmaking. Its grimy amateur look pulls everything together cohesively and helps ground the film in reality. Don't be scared away if this first film is too brotastic for you. The franchise sheds that tone as it goes on and delivers some amazing creative shorts. But of course, it's all gotta start somewhere, and that somewhere is here. How many home video homicides will this collection contain? Let's find out.
What is this, bro? This is madness is what it is, bro. Oh my goodness. A lot of the movies that Kill Count covers, I would like to watch, but I don't know if I have the balls for this movie. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I have the nutsack for this. This one just seems like it'd get way too deep. Just way too deep for my liking. And then I would have nightmares. I would have nightmares all night. Kosho guy, thank you so much for subbing to us. Ooh, thank you so much. Ooh, I really, really appreciate it. Appreciate you for the sub, dog.
Get to the killers here. How many home video homicides will this collection contain? Let's find out and get to the kills.
Let's go.
The movie begins by pressing play. Damn, that's a nostalgic shade of blue. It's the color of VCRs and infomercial order screens. Some asshole is secretly recording a sex tape and gets in trouble when his date notices.
Oh, this is just kick, my nigga. This is you're fine. This is kick. No, you're fine. Like, that is not the term. You're not fine, but this is kick. We see this every day on kick.com, bro.
Order screens. Some asshole is secretly recording a sex tape and gets in trouble when his date notices, since, that's a fucking crime. The video's been mostly taped over with the antics of him and his shitty friends. They spend their time searching for asbestos and, oh great, sexually assaulting women in parking garages. They are just the worst fucking dudes. They're like a non-lovable version of the Jackass crew, with creative pranks replaced by rage and shitty mustaches. This group makes money selling their footage to internet pervs, but leader Gary, he of the trash stash, is dreaming of bigger scores. He says an anonymous client has hired them to steal a videotape from a spooky old house. When they get inside, they find a room full of TVs being watched by the homeowner, who's become a couch potato corpse. Some of the guys start...
Is that one? Okay, my bad. I'm gonna forget. Alcohol. So yummy, chat. So yummy. You should definitely just drink yourself to death.
A room full of TVs being watched by the homeowner, who's become a couch potato corpse. Some of the guys start searching the house, including in the basement, where there might be someone running around. Maybe they're just looking for a bucket of paint, because let me tell you, there's a whole bunch of those down there. There are also a bunch of VHS tapes. Too many to know which one they're supposed to steal, so I guess they should start watching them. In the dead guy TV room, Brad gets to work, hoping to find whatever it is they're looking for. Oh shit, that's the exact VCR I owned as a kid. Or one of them, anyway. Always had at least 2 to bootleg the horror movies I rented. Yeah, I know, young me was a pirate, but hey, I think I've more than made up for it by now. Brad boots up the movie's first segment, Amateur Night. Shane and Patrick have set their friend Clint up with a new pair of specs.
They're door glasses.
These are video glasses,
Fucking
bitch.
video glasses, dude.
Fucking
There's a camera in
video
that
glasses.
shit. There's a fucking
You
mic
can
in
get,
that
you can
shit.
get
These body
crazy with
boys are
those,
gearing
dog.
up
You
for
can
a
get
wild
naughty
night
with
out and
those.
plan to use the glasses to secretly record themselves hooking up with chicks, which again is a crime. I think this segment is great, but it is rough getting so frat core again right off the bat. What
Nigga.
salvages it is the acting, since all 3 guys.
Hey, bro. Before I even went to college, I was scared. And when I mean before, I mean since I was like 10 years old. All right? I didn't know I was going to go to college at 10, but I was always scared of college at 10 because around the time that I was introduced to, Starfire, that stuff, my cousin's just showing me out-of-pocket shit. Happy Tree Friends is one of them. That one video where the car passes by and the scary face pops up, they showed me that too. But there was something else they showed me that just fucked me up. And this shit was called bro rape. Right? It was called bro rape. And in the video, it's like 2 guys, and one guy invites a guy to his room. He was like, "Hey, come hang out. Hey, come hang out. Come have a drink with me in here, bro." And they're 2 college kids. He comes to his college room, they're drinking, they're hanging out. He's like, "Let me show you a video, man." And they're watching the video, la da da. I don't remember too much what happens, but I think he's like, "Oh, I'll be right back." And while the guy's watching the video, he's kind of like bent over, and the friend that invited him in leaves. But then the friend comes back, takes off his belt, and bro rapes him. And bro rape apparently is like, as a kid, I was scarred because I thought he really raped him. But it's, you take your hands like this, and you put it in his ass. Like it's like some funny ass joke that he found on some weird site, right? It's not really in his ass. The guy's pants were on. It was a skit. This whole thing is a skit, right? It's not real. But me, like, I'm a kid. I'm little. Like, I'm watching this shit and I'm like, I'm literally like scarred. Like, I don't want to go to college, bro. I don't trust anybody after that. It was the scariest shit ever, bro. I don't know what kind of skits these niggas were watching, but they were far too out of pocket. They were far too out of pocket, bro. Far too out of pocket. But they were also like 5, 6, 7 years old.
Frat core again right off the bat. What salvages it is the acting, since all 3 guys feel so real. Shane as the alpha ringleader, Patrick as the hyper-drunk jester, and Clint as the spineless friend who goes along with their plans. They get rowdy with the help of a bartender played by Nicholas Tikoski, who co-wrote this segment with director David Bruckner. Bruckner would go on to make The Ritual, The Night House, and the 2022 Hellraiser reboot. Shane gets his Taylor Swift-looking date sloshed, and Patrick practices for the woman carry relay. Clint catches the wide eyes of a mysterious lady named Lily. Sorry, what was that? Yeah! Wait, what? The group's antics eventually get them kicked out, so the boys drunk drive back to their motel with Lily and Lisa in tow. They head up to their room and start to get grabby with their dates. Lily doesn't like Clint's friends very much.
Why are you just watching me, dude?
What are you, like a fucking cat or something?
She only has those big ol' eyes for one guy.
I like you.
Although, did
What's
she just
happening?
breathe on the camera?
What's
I think she knows
happening
there's
right
a
now?
camera, dude. Well,
What's
they used
going on?
actual camera glasses for shots in front of mirrors. The device only recorded at 15 frames per second, which looks like shit. For all the other shots, they built a helmet rig to use with a real camera, then tried to match the glitchy aesthetic in post. The hidden cam adds to the tension of this incredibly uncomfortable scene. So does the perpetually cackling Patrick.
I'm just fucking sitting on the couch, dude.
His laugh is like those fucking firecrackers in that scene from Boogie Nights. A constant consistent, obnoxious background noise that keeps everyone on edge. Great drunk acting by Joe Sykes, which might come from exhaustion, since Bruckner had the actors do 20 or more takes to get them loopy. Lisa passes out, but that doesn't stop Shane, at least until his friends tell him to knock it off.
Dog,
She's done, dude. She's done. Don't
cut
do
that
it.
shit out, nigga. Don't be a
Good job,
fucking
guys. You've
weirdo.
cleared the absolute lowest bar for human decency.
That's what I'm
wait,
saying.
still secretly recording chicks. Never mind. Drunk and horny, Shane pulls rank and steps in on Lily instead. He strips her completely naked, exposing her freaky feet in the process. He don't seem to mind. Lily flips the script and takes control of the situation, grabbing Clint for a lick and an invitation
Why is her
to
mouth
join.
black?
Patrick wants to get involved too, but Lily says no. While cowardice Clint runs to the bathroom, Patty Boy strips down and tries to join anyway. He's quickly taught that no means no.
She really just fucking bit me. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
What
dude,
the
that's only the
fuck?
beginning for your stupid naked ass. They watch as Lily's back gets gross and she lays into Shane. Not in the way he wants either. She straddles him while she tears him apart. Then she sticks her foot in his mouth.
Oh
Careful,
my-
Lily. Some dudes are into that. Finally, she yanks him off the bed to finish with an off-screen molly.
He's dead. He's dead.
That's two. Cheers, gang. Cheers, gang. This is honestly the craziest one we've ever seen, dude. This is the craziest. I swear to God, things used to be so much scarier back then. For sure. For sure. People weren't scared to get canceled back then. Scared that their work would be perceived as like who they were. Like maybe they just had thoughts that they thought should be put on the television and it wasn't as deep. Nowadays, everyone's kind of a pussy. She stole my freak. She can keep that shit. Ain't nobody want to get that freaky, dog.
And finally, she yanks him off the bed to finish with an off-screen molly.
He's dead. He's dead. He's dead.
Yeah, good riddance. Clint hides with Patrick, who arms himself with a shower rod. When they emerge, Lily's really feeling herself with a disturbing dance number. Pat interrupts it, earning his own gory flory
Oh my
makeout
God.
cinch,
Oh
complete
my
with a
God.
not-so-happy
All right.
ending. Wow, took the
Cheers,
jump
gang.
right off that trash boy. Clint escapes the room and makes a run for it, but takes a tumble down the stairs. It breaks his wrist right through the skin and leaves him waylaid for Lily, who's creeping on a come-up, Bone Thug style. She gives him a glimpse of her true form. Looking like a Navi with an open head wound. English actress Hannah Fierman's unsettling performance absolutely makes this segment. She'd reprised the role of Lily in Saurin, a feature-length adaptation of Amateur Night. Lily tries to show Clint just how much she likes him, but he rejects her advances, causing her to crawl away and cry in the corner. He flees into the parking lot, screaming for help, but before he can get any, he's lifted off the ground and sails through the sky, thanks to a
What?
fully transformed Lily. Look at her
What?
go! To achieve this shot, the camera was placed inside a plastic case and floated up with helium balloons.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, go.
Lily's flying and Clint's legs were separate elements filmed against a green screen and added to the footage. I'll go ahead and count Clint as dead, even though we don't see it, since his glasses fall off his face and end the segment on the
This is crazy work right now. Lily's going nuts. She's on a street. She's on a generational Batgirl run right now.
street below. Ah, man, that means we're back with these assholes. In the framing narrative, Brad has mysteriously disappeared, and since we never see him again, I'll add him to the count right now as well. His buddy Rox finds the camera, and instead of looking for him, takes over tape watching duties. He doesn't notice that the dead guy behind
This belongs on the hub? I don't know about that. I don't know what you're watching, but I don't know about that, buddy. I'm not sure what section you're on the hub, but nigga, I don't want to be on the hub and looking at this. That doesn't make my wee get hard, dude. Like it doesn't. It shrivels it. It scares me a little bit, you know?
finds the camera. And since we never see him again, I'll add him to the count right now as well.
Oh,
If Brad has
5?
segment on the street below. Ah,
All right.
man, that means we're back with these assholes. In the framing narrative, Brad has mysteriously disappeared. And since we never see him again,
That's
I'll
another
add him
one.
to the count
That's
right now
another
as
one.
well. His buddy Rox finds the camera,
5.
and instead of looking for him, takes over tape watching duties. He doesn't notice that the dead guy behind him has joined in to watch the show too.
Hey, Molly needs a walk and Lucy needs pets.
Oh,
So.
well, that sounds like a great time to clock out and let you take over for the next segment.
Rox pops
locked
in
in.
the next tape, beginning the segment Second Honeymoon. It's a tape made by newlyweds Sam and Stephanie.
Hi. This is,
Chelsea. I'm Chelsea. Please watch the podcast. They're taking a romantic Route 66 road trip, which James and I did the same year this movie came out when he moved to LA. In fact, I immediately clocked this place as Oakman, Arizona, a one-road mountain town with fewer than 100 people and donkeys that freely roam the street. Just like Stephanie, I too enjoyed petting the donkeys. They head east to Williams, Arizona, where they meet a fortune-telling jigglbilly.
Command Sir Dangling, huh?
A printout gives Stephanie a glimpse of her future. A happy reunion with a loved one will make life all that you wanted or dreamed it to be. Also, Sam, take my advice. This is your chance to gamble, and you need to gamble hard. Go play some craps tomorrow. Find a $25 minimum bet table. At exactly 11:07 p.m., you're gonna want to place a 2 or 12 bet. Bet at least $100. At least $100, and then get the fuck out of there. Also, in 2017, the Patriots are gonna be down 28-9 at the Super Bowl. Stephanie is played by Sophia Takal, a writer-director who's done some well-received horror films and also the 2019 Black Christmas. Sam remembers what movie he's in and insists that Stephanie needs to let him film her boobs.
Take your sweatshirt off. I have a really good idea.
And Sam doesn't stop after a single suggestion. He just absolutely has to see her thingies on tape.
Relax, dude. I don't want to do this.
Record something like this.
Dude, at some point, you gotta realize your choice is either getting your penis touched or not, so just put down the damn camera. It makes
Crazy
him pretty
work.
easy to hate, although I do sympathize with how much he wants to stop at a
What's
casino.
the fetish?
I just really badly want to play craps.
What's the
I love
fetish with
craps,
recording?
too. You know what they
What's the fetish with recording? Like, bro, don't we just want to get the action down? Like, what are we doing? Like, what do we need to record this for, man?
say? It's like the really fun game. Yeah, exactly. His titty tantrum is interrupted by a knock, so Sam checks who their visitor could be. He says the girl claimed
Money? My nigga. Like, for every 1% of OnlyFans people we see, most of them niggas are broke. Like, keep it a buck. Like, let's keep it a buck. Like, you see the 1%ers who look great, those OnlyFans girls, and they're like, oh my God, we make so much money. Most of them are broke. Most of them make $20 a month and are just really trying, right? Like, think about how many girls are on OnlyFans. Think about how saturated that market is. You think everyone is making cash, bro? Mostly no one is making cash. All right? Most of them are making $100, 200 tops. Working at the dollar store during the day. It's just, hear me out though? No, no, I'm not hearing you out.
what they say. It's like the really fun game. Yeah, exactly. His titty tantrum is interrupted by a knock, so Sam checks who their visitor could be. He says the girl claimed to be a hitchhiker looking for a ride. Well, it couldn't be Lily then. She handles transportation herself. It's a little creepy, but he's willing to shake it off.
I wasn't like afraid she was gonna hurt me, but she was just like weird.
Also, she asked if Tamara was home. He wants to ignore it and hope she's gone the next day, so the two of them go to bed. That night, the footage picks back up on Sam while he's asleep, but it's not Stephanie behind the camera, as revealed when it pans over to her sleeping as well. I truly love this moment. It's an incredibly simple but clever scare that uses the found footage format to great advantage. The unseen intruder teases blood spill by caressing Stephanie with a switchblade. Good thing she's wearing cute underwear. The intruder doesn't realize it, but if they pull the blankets down on Sam too, he's got a matching pair. Then they do some pants pilfering and steal some money from Sam before ending the night by dipping Sam's toothbrush in the toilet bowl. Someone breaking in to do
Yeah, I draw the line at the toothbrush. No, I draw the line at the toothbrush, bro. You know what I'm saying? I draw the line, my nigga. No way.
before ending the night by dipping Sam's toothbrush in the
Some older brother shit, my nigga. What? What? That's too far. That's not some older brother shit. No, it's not. That's some nigga I don't like you shit. That's some nigga I hope you catch diseases shit. That's some nigga like you should die. My older brother did that to me, nigga. What? Nigga, you don't do that. There's levels. There's lines. Nah, there's lines, doggo. There's lines and that's not it. Verbs. Verbs XYX. There's lines, my boy. Tell your brother he's bugging. I want him to hear this from me. You're bugging. Don't do that shit again. Like that was far. That's ex shit. Ex-girlfriend I could see. Right? This person has to genuinely not like you anymore. That's fucked up. He gave you the finger? That's fine by me, man. But it's because he knows he did it wrong. He knows. Oh, he said you deserved it? Damn, I didn't hear it. I'm not hearing his side of the story then. I'll let him come in one day and say something because obviously you might have fucked up. Wait, chat. Verbs might have deserved it. Verbs might have deserved it. Don't just take Verb's side because he might have done some stupid shit. Hold on, son. Hold on, son. We caught your ass slipping.
Is it, but if they've Stephanie with a switchblade. Good thing she's wearing cute underwear. The intruder doesn't realize it, but if they pull the blankets down on Sam too, he's got a matching pair. Then they do some pants pilfering and steal some money from Sam before ending the night by dipping Sam's toothbrush in
crazy
the toilet
work.
bowl. Someone breaking in to do slightly malevolent but not deadly pranks is genuinely scary to me. I can't explain why I hate this more than this. The next day, the oblivious couple gets back on the road.
Tents, trucks, trailers, whatever you can think of for our 5th annual Rain Dance Festival.
That voice on the radio was from sound designer Graham Resnick, who would go on to write the supermassive games Until Dawn and The Quarry. Resnick frequently works with Ty West, who wrote and directed this segment long before he made X, Pearl, and Maxine. Back then, he was still the slow burn indie horror guy with cult hits like House of the Devil. West originally didn't want to do VHS until he heard who the other filmmakers were.
If it was people I didn't know, I probably would have been more reluctant.
He was inspired by verite documentaries and wanted to aim for a snuff film vibe. He took a road trip to come up with ideas, which became the idea itself, then recreated it and filmed the short over a 4-day weekend. The couple arrives at the Grand Canyon, and I'm not talking about that dude's butt crack from the first segment. This footage of them is the closest any of these segments get to feeling like a true crime documentary. It's like the last known footage of a happy couple before something goes horribly fucking wrong. The fun times are soured when Sam notices the missing money and accuses Stephanie of taking it.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time.
You decided to treat yourself.
Yeah, dude, she's gotta keep buying toothbrushes because someone keeps dipping them in poop water. That night, they stay in seemingly the exact same motel room, which I believe was in Flagstaff, Arizona. They're visited again by the mystery intruder who stabs Sam in the neck with their switchblade. It's a bloody, gurgly kill interspersed with shots of the winding road. It's simple, but surprisingly violent. As the killer washes
Why not the first night? Why wait till the second night? That's another one. Why wait till the second night? Holy shiza. I'm banned? Man, they might have just taken me out, dude. Twitch, please. She just wanted to F with him before he died. Makes sense. Makes sense. If you really hate a nigga, you want to make sure they have a little bit of torture in them, don't you? You want to make sure they're fucking... you dip their freaking toothbrush in, shit on it. Maybe like get the inside of your asshole with that shit too a little bit, huh? Fuck it, pee on it too. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Let the rats take a shit on it. Whatever you gotta do. I don't like you, bruh. I don't like you. Fuck. Give it to a nigga with HIV, tell him to dig it in his skin a little bit. What are we doing?
with shots of the winding road. It's simple but surprisingly violent. As the killer washes her hands off, she's revealed to be Stephanie's murderous lover. The supposed hitchhiker chick who'd been following off she's winding road. It's simple but surprisingly violent. As the killer washes her hands off, she's revealed to be Stephanie's murderous lover. The supposed hitchhiker chick who'd been following them. Good for them, I guess. I hope they get to play craps too. The segment ends as Stephanie asks if there's snuff films.
Stephanie!
We cut back to Rox, who doesn't realize the corpse behind him has disappeared. Ringleader Gary is still looking for the one true tape in the basement with his other cameraman Zach, who shot the sleazy sex tape in the opening. They don't find it, but the movie heads straight into the next segment after that, which means I'm going on lunch. Saurin, your shift.
What? Already? Okay. Is this lime shrimp? Oh!
Ew.
Why didn't I read the label?
That's what I'm
The next
saying,
segment is
chicken
called
only.
Tuesday the 17th. Wait, is that really the Tuesday after Friday the 13th? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, math checks out. It's good! Math's good! As its name suggests, this is a slasher throwback written and directed by Irish filmmaker Glenn McQuaid. He was the director of an inadvertent Hellboy and Tall Man crossover, I Sell the Dead. And that movie also starred Larry Fessenden, whose farm in the Catskills is where this segment was shot. Oh, and hey, let's just get this out of the way right now. Yep, there's the boob zoom and the crotch shot. Great.
Crazy
Can we
shots.
just grow up a little
Crazy
and move
shots.
on, please? Okay.
Crazy
Thank you very
shots.
much. You are filming my crotch, aren't you? Yep, you are. This is your standard group of stereotypes.
bulge,
There's
sir.
Joey the jock, who looks like the
Nice
love
one.
child of Chris Pratt and Shane from Smosh. Spider, the man nerd without any power or responsibility. And Samantha the hot chick, who's implied to be, well, the Samantha of the group.
You seriously want to fuck anything that has two legs with a third tripod in between?
Third tripod? Oh, guess it would look something like this. Woo!
Crazy
These Cabin
work,
in the
dog.
Woods
What are
second
you doing?
stringers have been brought together by the Danielle Harris-looking Wendy under dubious circumstances.
You told me, Wendy, my sweet, that this was just gonna be you and me. And now you've told her that it's gonna be an all-girls trip.
Wendy's actually been to this forest before and mentions that a friend of hers died here recently. And as if to confirm, the camera glitches out to show her body, surprising the viewer and the corpse.
Why would we come back here? 7. Why, like, if my friend just died in some woods, would I go back there to visit it? I'm not fucking sure. She did it? Oh, you're cooking, Liam. Hold on, Liam. Hold on, Liam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 1. Hold on, Liam. Let us know. Hold on, Liam. You cooking like that?
As if to confirm, the camera glitches out to show her body, surprising the viewer and the corpse itself. Say what?
Logan Paul type shit is crazy work. Crazy work, nigga. Nigga, at 12:35 in the morning? At 12:35 in the morning? Really? Really? But it's true, but it just ain't right. 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 It just ain't right.
Camera glitches out to show her body, surprising the viewer and the corpse itself. Say what? The same thing happens later by the river, revealing a floating Jason 7 back corpse,
God.
played by writer-director McQuaid.
What's with this camera?
I don't know, but it's got more naked Quaid butt than season 4 of The Boys. The teens smoke some weed, like you do, and Wendy waits till they're good and high to tell them that a non-dude bro party massacre took place here. She should know, of course, because she was the sole survivor, and it's left her kind of weird.
Why would you come back there?
Die up here.
Huh? Who the fuck says that? What?
Honestly, I love
What
that
the
line
fuck?
delivery so much.
What?
When they press her for details, she laughs it off as a joke, then acts like she pulled a temp fate card in Camp Grizzly and presses Joey to go skinny dipping in the, I guess that's, a lake? Cool. Yeah, lake. Sure, we'll go with that. Samantha leaves to take a leak in the forest, and the shitsy bitsy spider tries to film her water spout. And instead of telling him to fuck off, she rewards his voyeuristic videotaping by, I don't know, reenacting Bring It On or something?
Prepare for awesome.
And she does not disappoint as a figure throws a knife through the back of her head, turning her eyeball into that purple Ghostbusters toy I had as a kid.
Nigga, I'm just trying to do a cheer, my nigga. I'm just trying to do a cheer. It's alright, it's okay, you can do it anyway. It's alright, it's okay, you can do it anyway. How does that deserve a knife in my head?
Her head, turning her eyeball into that purple
Did I take the sip already?
Ghostbusters toy I had as a kid. Oh, who am I
Like I
kidding?
did.
I still have it. I keep it unopened because then it's valuable and not fun. Having failed to save the cheerleader and thus the world, Spider tries to be a
I would immediately leave if I heard there was a death and murder was still there. But, you know, it's not movie logic. That's real nigga logic, but it's not movie logic. You know what I'm saying? It's not movie logic. It's not. You don't do that. You like watermelon fried, huh? So what if I do? What are you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it if I like my watermelon fried, nigga? Fuck you gonna do about it? You gonna watch me eat that shit? As that shit's sizzling in my mouth, you gonna watch as I crunch and crunch and crunch. That's what you gonna do, nigga. That's what you gonna fucking do, nigga. That's what you gonna do. That's what you gonna do.
and it's valuable and not fun. Having failed to save the cheerleader and thus the world, Spider tries to be a hero by filming the killer, who shows up on video in a staticky form like the hackers in Unfriended Dark Web. The killer is referred to as the Glitch and makes noises like an old cell phone next to a computer speaker.
This movie's
The Glitch
not
goes
confusing.
after our
Is it
eight-legged
like?
geek who trips and falls.
I'm confused. Is it supernatural or is it not? Like, who is the killer? Is there more than one? Like, it's confusing a little bit for me.
Which results in him getting stabbed repeatedly in the forehead by a bunch of artifacts.
It doesn't matter because niggas are dying.
And ultimately pulled off screen. Troma fans might recognize actor Jason Yashanin from Poultrygeist. I, however, do not, because I swore off Troma forever after watching their movie Butt Crack, the tale of a butt crack that melts people's faces. And you know what I melted? The DVD of that movie! Fuck you! The camera is later picked up by Wendy, who seems unfazed by the death of her friends. She catches up to Joey next to the, sorry, lake? We're still calling this retention pond a lake. Honestly, we should just drain that sucker for soccer practice. Anyway, she tries to get Joey to keep his clothes off.
I think we should get back into the lake, fuck each other's brains out, and we could even film it for posterity.
Wow, this one really flipped the script. Nice. Wendy says the massacre she survived was done by an unknown evil entity. She admits she brought the group out there as bait, which works since the Glitch approaches Joey from behind and slits his Joey's apple. McQuaid took inspiration from 80s slashers like Friday the 13th.
He was so excited. He started squeezing on his penis and everything. He was like, "Oh my God, I'm about to get laid. I'm about to get some good head. I'm about to get some throat game." Sure.
Obviously, as well as the burning. Oh, Jesus, is that George Costanza with hair? Horrifying. McQuaid wanted it to be ambiguous when it came to what the characters saw looking at the killer. While he's glitchy on their cameras, on set the killer looked most like the one from Torso, with additional inspiration from blood and black lace. Having lost her boy, Wendy flies off into the woods. She tries to make the Glitch dead in the daylight with a ground mouth and an Evan McMillan special. Neither works for very long, and she still can't get this guy on tape. You know, whatever he looks like.
Why should I film you?
Oh, because he didn't sign the release form. She gets too close and is glitch slapped for her troubles, causing her to flee farther into the forest. After Wendy falls due to gravity, she spots a still living Joey, just bumping into objects like a broy Roomba. Roomba? Oh, Roomba, that's the actual name of the product. Well, anyway, add him to the count on my mark. Hold.
We sipped for him, didn't we?
Now! Oh, looks like Joey's been canceled.
Didn't we sip for
again.
him?
Send Matt LeBlanc my condolences.
Didn't we sip
the
for
Glitch
him?
catches up to Wendy, who gives him a
We sipped for him already, right? We sipped for. Let's just say we sipped for him.
Jamesian taunt.
What are you waiting for?
Apparently a leftover predator spring trap that drives a metal rod into his head. Wendy then gets up close to gloat. You are one staticky motherfucker. But the Glitch pulls a disappearing act when she's not looking. It then comes back for one last scare and beats Wendy down with the camera. Extreme close-up. Whoa!
Should have left, Wendy. Why wouldn't you leave? You had so much room to get up out of there, you fucking... Crazy work.
Ooh. He then biggie sizes Wendy's death by carving open her stomach with a knife. And, wow, okay, just really getting in there too. Just, oh, gross. Sorry, Wendy. You know what they say, life's a glitch, and then you die. Back in the house, dead Dr. Phil is back from commercial, and, oh wait, where'd Rox go? Oh, come on, is that a kill graphic? Another off-screen death for these douche nozzles?
Sing with an Arnold impression? I actually don't know how to do that, man, so there's no point. I'm not gonna lie.
Come on, is that a kill graphic? Another off-screen death for these douche nozzles? Who earns?
Sorry.
Gary and Zach return from the basement with a bag full of fresh tapes. Oh, bro, did you get Time Cop? Tell me you got Time Cop! Ugh, Van damn it! Gary goes to look for his friends, leaving this Zach McCracken to bend his mind around another tape. But looks like I'm on baby duty, so I'm gonna toss this back to my buddy boss James.
Zoran, that's a dog poop bag.
I wrote baby on it.
God damn it.
I'm a good dad.
The movie's fourth segment is called The Sick Thing That Happened to Emily When She Was Younger. Who titled this? Panic at the Disco? It was directed by Detroit-born filmmaker Joe Swanberg. Swanberg also acts, as seen in Second Honeymoon, where he played Sam, as well as You're Next, where he was douchey older brother Drake. This segment takes the form of a video call, back when they were glitchy and lo-fi. And with a setup like this, you know we're gonna have— yep, there they are!
Oh my
Low
goodness
bitrate
gracious.
bitties. Oh, those are egregious boobs, too. I love that
Egregious
camera. Emily's
crazy.
chatting with James.
This nigga's a fucking clown.
Bitties. Oh, those are egregious boobs, too. All up in that camera. Emily's chatting with James, her long-distance boyfriend who's a medical student. They're childhood sweethearts and grew up together until James's father moved his family away for military stuff. Strange things started happening to Emily then, and now they seem to be happening again. She's got bumps on her arm.
It's like this, like a lump under my skin or something.
And bumps in the night.
This is where I heard the footsteps.
Emily might be dealing with a full-on haunting. There are weird little kids slamming her door at night and
Yo,
spooking her
what
in
is
her living
happening?
room. Y'all see that too?
What's that one game, chat? The website that you go to? You know what I'm talking about. You know, that we played. It's like you go to a website and it's like you're on a webcam. Lollipop. Oh, this is like verbatim, I feel like. It feels like the whole skit.
There are weird little kids slamming her door at night and spooking her in her living room. Y'all see that too, right? What the fuck? Y'all saw that too, right? I love how classically scary this segment is, especially when it uses camera flashes. I always find those effective. What up, Lil Ghost Boy? Despite seeing all these things on their calls, James remains a skeptic.
I mean, I think I saw something, but it could have been anything, Emily. Like, maybe it was like a breeze or something like that.
Emily,
breeze?
meanwhile,
A humanoid breeze,
bothered
nigga?
by that lump in her eye.
That's your thought
sick,
process?
Whoa, what are you doing,
Whoa,
dude?
what is that?
Oh.
Thought it might be a spider bite.
So you did that? What the hell, lady?
You're acting really crazy, all right?
Normally when dude characters say that to women in horror movies, they're dismissing or gaslighting them. But I mean, yeah, dude, that shit's crazy. She needs to stop. Segment writer Simon Barrett was inspired by a long-distance relationship he had just gotten out of. This was the last segment written, and was meant to feel more grounded than the other, more chaotic entries. Also unique to this segment was the lack of improv. The actors mostly followed the script, a huge departure from Swanberg's usual mumblecore directing style. They originally planned to use cameras on a 2x4 rig until they realized screen capture software had gotten good enough to record an actual Skype call. It wound up being a camera-free production, using flashlights for lighting. One night,
Nice.
Emily takes James on a webcam tour as she investigates a noise in her living room. She closes her eyes so she won't get scared.
Emily.
Pow! Things got sinister in a hurry. Emily collapses, so James steps off his camera and right into her apartment? What? Turns out that relationship wasn't so long distance after.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Also, turns out these ghost kids ain't ghosts. They're aliens, and they're using Emily as an alien baby incubator?
What?
And James
What?
is helping, for whatever reason.
What?
Maybe you can help her get a higher quality
what?
webcam,
Wait,
too.
what?
What is this resolution?
Wait,
12?
wait,
He
what?
harvests an
Wait.
alien offspring from her body,
Wait.
prepares to break her arm and cover the whole thing up as a schizophrenic episode.
I mean, it explains a lot, why I thought I was seeing ghosts, why I don't remember running out.
Yo, the plot lines? Wait, what? What the frick? This is the type of shit that should be in Family Guy episodes, bro. It just doesn't feel right when it's brought to movies. Dog.
I mean, it explains a lot, why I thought I was seeing ghosts, why I don't remember running out into the middle of the street that night. I'm just crazy.
Oh shit, forget what I said earlier. This is some galactic level gaslighting. Like the actual original textbook definition of gaslighting. It keeps the poor girl trapped in their relationship.
You deserve to be with someone normal. I don't know what I did to deserve someone. You're so good.
I
That's
like how
crazy
scary
work.
and weird
Cutting
this
her
segment
open and
is,
acting
but
like
the best
everything
part
is
of it
fine is
Helen
crazy
Rogers'
work.
performance. It might be the best acting in the whole damn movie. She's so good at portraying Emily as self-conscious and sympathetic. The segment ends with the reveal that Emily is just one of several girls in James's fertility phone book. And of course, we're gonna see her boobs too. Oh, VHS,
This boy
man.
James is
Big as
on
it
a
ever was. As the tape
generational
runs out,
run.
Gary returns to find Zach and the dead guy missing. He follows footsteps deeper into the house and discovers Zach's decapitated body and Zach's decapitated head. He also finds the old guy who's returned as the living dead. He scaries Gary down a flight of stairs before pouncing on him for an off-screen kill. This frame narrative is called Tape 56 and was written by Simon Barrett and directed by Adam Wingard. The duo shot this wraparound before the other segments were even contextualized.
It was building the movie as we were going along, as opposed to we knew exactly what we were doing right away.
It's the only segment shot on actual VHS, and only part of it was since halfway through filming their camcorder broke. They had to finish shooting it with mini DV and an iPhone 3. Right after making Tape 56, Barrett and Wingard began production on You're Next. I freaking love that movie, which makes this wraparound segment all the more disappointing. It has some decent scares, but the criminal sleaze is hard to stomach. As mentioned, Barrett also wrote The Sick Thing That Happened to Emily, and played the guy whose girlfriend was assaulted in the parking garage, I think. DP Andrew Draws Palermo, who shot Tape 56 and You're Next, played a random fifth thug helping film the attack. Although I think they might have just accidentally captured him on camera and gave him a credit. Adam Wingard played the first victim, Brad, while the other two hoodlums, Gary and Zach, were played by Kelvin Lee Reeder and Lane Hughes. Both of them also made small appearances in You're Next. That's all good and interesting, but the important thing is, we're done with those assholes. So let's cue up the final segment, which Chelsea specifically requested to cover.
Okay.
I like it. Upstairs, the VCR starts up on its own to play the final segment.
Ducky, I need help with spitting some game. First mistake was asking Ducky. Ducky has no game. Well, they are not wrong. I'm not gonna lie to you. Your first mistake was asking me. I have zip.
It's called 10/31/98, my favorite Stephen King novel. A group of friends is celebrating Halloween night, with Tyler providing the footage thanks to his nanny cam costume. He's just a dude dressed up as a camera, dressed up as a teddy bear. His housemate makes the right call and stays at home watching Stargate or whatever else was on in 1998.
You know all this stuff's going down at midnight, right?
Hey, we all know that ended great for the robot lady from Trick or Treat. Tyler joins his boo crew on their way to a monster mash at a spooky old mansion. They immediately wonder if girls will be there. I've been watching the whole movie up to this point. All right, you guys are all on notice. They drive through an entire ska mix CD. But when they get to the house, they find it empty.
Someone
Instead
dying
of
right
assuming
here.
they got the wrong house,
Someone
or
dying
the
right
party's
here.
been canceled, they come
First
to the
nigga in. The nigga in the pirate hat's dying.
This is actually all an elaborate haunted house that's been set up just for them.
Okay. All right, maybe not the scariest thing I've ever seen.
As they continue, the scares get a little more impressive, like when Tyler sees a creepy girl on the stairs. Oh, sick, there are girls here. This house in real life is the Woodbury Story House in Altadena, California. It's been used at a bunch of stuff, such as Amityville Horror, The Evil Escapes, Attack of the Killer Donuts, and the music video for
Attack
Sale
of
by
the
Ava
Killer
Nation.
Donuts.
Just like with Amateur Night, this segment features dudes on a night out with a hidden camera. But I'm happy to report that we finally have a segment where the dudes behind the camera aren't trying to get a girl to take her clothes off. I am waiting for a contradictory clip to play. Oh, we're good. Great. And by the way, I think that's fine in like one, maybe two of these segments, because it works well as a shorthand to show what kind of a guy a character is when you only have 10 or so minutes to tell a story. But when
That's
it's
true.
every single segment except for
You know he's a
one,
fucking
it's just kind of
sleazeball.
exhausting. This sweet but scary segment was made by friends of the channel Radio Silence. Tyler Gillette plays the nanny camming Tyler, while his co-directing partner Matt Bettinelli-Olpin plays Matt the Pirate. They're joined by their steadfast producer Chad Villela, dressed as the Unabomber, and Paul. I don't know you, Paul, but thank you for your service. Radio Silence is all over our channels, having created Ready or Not, Scream 5, and Scream 6. In fact, Tara's pirate costume in Scream 6 is a nod to Matt's costume in this segment. VHS was a natural progression from their viral 2010 found footage short, Mountain Devil Prank Fails Horribly. That video is how producer Brad Miska learned of them and is similarly about normal dudes on an adventure that takes a turn.
Our focus was to make something about really good, average guys that make the right decision and then get punished for that, unfortunately.
They shot the segment in HD, then recorded it onto an analog tape since it didn't feel real until it looked like crap. The group starts to feel let down by how low-key this is.
If you think about what we're doing right now, we're walking through a house.
But that's when they hear chanting coming
Here
from
we
upstairs.
go.
They follow it to find
Here
an
we go.
important
Now it's
ritual
time to get
happening
this
in the
baby
attic,
started.
And they can't help but join in
It's
like
murder.
It's religion, and this will unlock a story
What the fuck
path.
is happening? What the fuck is happening? Nigga, they about to behead her? What is going on?
The fun and games end when the tied-up woman starts getting slapped around for real. The boys immediately step in to save her, but are stopped when two cultists get pulled into the rafters by an unseen force.
Oh shit. Oh
the crew bid
shit. That's 2. It's fucking 2. What the fuck happened?
a hasty retreat downstairs and almost escapes the haunted house. But Tyler slams the brakes and says they need to help the lady. Because they're rude boys and not rude boys, they pick it up, pick it up, and
the lady's gonna be a witch or some shit like that. They thought the lady's gonna be a witch and they're fudged when they go back up there. It's slow bucks.
Turn around to rescue her. They get into the attic where Chad takes down the cult leader while Tyler gets tackled. He's saved when his attacker is beset by Halloween heartburn before being pulled into the ceiling.
Nice.
They manage to free the screaming lady and carry her downstairs where this haunted house is hitting critical levels of spooky.
Oh no, she's fine.
Blumhouse?
Oh, Scooby-Doo ass scene.
They avoid all the vase hurling and poltergeist chairs, but find their exit blocked by a magic door that looks like a face and ghostly grabby hands. They reroute themselves through the basement and escape through the cellar door. I like how in the movie's other segments, there are glitches in the tapes that cut to a naked chick or someone who's been murdered, but this one just cuts to the guys grilling hot dogs in the park. They're nice boys. Tyler and Matt carry the girl to the car so they can drive her to a nearby hospital using an unwieldy paper map to navigate. R.I.P. guys, you just barely missed MapQuest. Before they can reach the hospital, their car stalls out and the woman vanishes with a scream. Where'd she go? Oh, there she is. Hello. An approaching horn makes them realize they're parked on railroad tracks in a car they can't escape.
You're done. She was the one the whole time.
The movie ends with these good Samaritans getting smashed into a staticky title card. And yes, we'll count them as dead here since this is the canonical ending. But just for
That was out 3. Nice.
fun, Radio Silence filmed a much happier alternate ending.
Wow, crazy night. You know what? I know where. I was looking at the map. I know where we are. I can get us home. Don't worry. There's a bus stop right up here.
4? Crazy work, Jason. Is it 4? I think you're lying, but we're almost done with the beer anyway.
Up there on the left? Yeah, up there on the left. Sorry, guys. Hey, that was a hell of a Halloween, though.
How many people were ejected from life in this analog anthology? Let's find out and get to the numbers.
Why does this one say Writer Tim on it?
I don't know. I didn't put that there, did you?
No, I did not put a creepy tape that says Writer Tim on it. Let's just make sure we don't play it. And she's playing it.
Huh? There's another one? What is this, an analog horror?
Might as well check out this script.
The movie begins with some text-to-speech. Writer Tim is too lazy to read, so he has his computer do it for him. Youth today, am I right?
The hell?
His work ethic is reflected by the state of his bedroom. Tim glances around his filthy room.
Hey.
His sanitation frustration is cut short when he hears a bump in the night.
Are they?
Okay.
Is this a skit with their editor? Script. Oh yeah. This is gonna be good. This is always gonna be lovely.
Writer Tim leaves the room to check on the noise, only to get jump-scared by a cat.
Oh, a cat.
He fails to notice the killer creeping up behind him until a rip-roaring chainsaw gets his attention. Writer Tim turns to run, but he trips on a whole lot of nothing. He looks for help but only sees a creepy doll.
Creepy baby, help me!
But it just kind of fucks off. He holds off the killer with his tennis racket, but not for long.
Oh, my tennis racket!
R.I.P. Tim. Oh
he
my.
manages to kick the killer out of the window.
Oh, he's alive.
And is able to crawl his way back into his room.
Oh, he's a survivor.
But alive. Until he's tracked down by that pesky cat.
Oh, that boy like me out there. Oh, shit.
Dull machete for lamest kill will go to Writer Tim for that off-screen feline fatality.
Oh, Never mind. Never mind. You don't look like me out there.
22 people died in VHS. The victims consisted of 19 male victims and 3 female victims, giving us this Be Kind, Repined chart. Sorry, that was bad. Here's how the kills shook out per segment. Come on, Emily Sick Thing long title, pull your weight! With a runtime of 116 minutes, VHS had a kill on average every 5.27 minutes. And with 6 segments, including the wraparound, the movie had an average of 3.67 kills per segment. We'll give the Golden Chainsaw for coolest kill to Shane. It's a fitting end to a douchey character, and it happens at the hands of the film's coolest monster. Dome Machete for lamest kill will go to Brad, since none of those a-holes should go out as peacefully as an off-screen disappearance. And that's it! VHS came out in 2012 and was quickly followed by a sequel. We'll look at that in 2 weeks, with something else in between to clean the tape head. Until then, I'm James A. Janice.
I'm Chelsea Rebecca.
And I'm a man who actually had this haircut when he was in 6th grade.
And this has been the Kill Count.
On the next Kill Count.
You are cordially invited to an evening you won't soon forget.
I'm sorry about what's gonna happen to you.
Spend the night engaged in lively conversation with an
When
ensemble
you get back
cast.
to the Hood Naruto? Probably when they stack up more episodes, bro, to be honest with you. I'm not gonna do one by one. I'll just binge them again. So probably not for a while.
What?
Enjoy the open bar and relax inside a giant, beautiful mansion.
Yeah, look at all this cool shit.
And do your best to avoid being turned into a giant blood splatter.
The hell
That's not
is
the
this?
first time I heard that story.
That's because these are all hallmarks of a radio silence movie. Abigail joins the radio silence filmography as another fun action horror comedy. A group of literal kidnappers steals a small girl and has to guard her while they wait for the ransom.
See you in 24 hours, my lovely pack of rats.
That's made difficult due to a twist that was heavily advertised, but we'll do the movie a favor and not mention it here. Even if you know the twist, Abigail is still a fun time thanks to the performances from this hilarious cast.
Let me get a piece of that candy.
Get your own.
Fuck you too.
This week, make sure to put your cell phones away as you watch Abigail.
Thank you. Just, okay.
Then on Friday, lock yourself inside the house
It's locked.
and enjoy the kill count. Only on Dead Meat.
Let's have some fun.
Abigail can currently be watched on the picture streaming.
Fucking dead meat, huh? You might kill everybody else's meat, but you wake mine up.